Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. All right, looks like we're live now. All right, guys, welcome into the Jay Johnson Sports Show. It's February 21st, 2025. Hope everyone's having a heck of a Friday out there, getting your day started right, staying warm. We got a hell of a weekend upon us, but last night, some buzz going around the sports world was this Four Nations game with USA, Canada. I won't pretend to know that I know a ton about hockey nowadays. It really was my first love as a kid. I played it as a little kid. Was a huge Dallas Stars fan when they won the Stanley Cup when I was really little. But basically, I'm a casual when it comes to this stuff nowadays. But this was a really cool moment, USA, Canada. We got all kinds of things going on right now with those two countries, and we get Connor McDavid, McJesus, who I've heard people say he's the best player in his sport, in any of the professional sports. He's that good. And I tend to agree. I haven't watched a ton. Like I said, I'm super casual, but this was a really cool moment last night in overtime and the game winner. Looky there, 37 D-Fish, the goalie. Just a great pass, set him up, and just a nice executed wrist shot, baby. Do it for Canada. Canada was pumped. And you know what? This is their sport. They should beat us in hockey. But it's cool to see the U.S. compete like they did. So I like that. I thought that was an interesting thing coming out of stuff last night. But really what's caught my attention the last 24 hours, ESPN and Major League Baseball are headed towards a divorce. This is wild. The writing's been on the wall for a long time. ESPN, they don't really care about baseball. They haven't made it much of a priority. And it's funny. Both ESPN and MLB in their respected industries used to be the best in their fields, but ESPN over time slowly lost its grip. You got companies like Barstool Sports and that are just better. They just have better personalities. It's more authentic. It reaches the people better than ESPN. And not to say there isn't very talented people there, but it's kind of gone downhill. And MLB, I hate to say it too, man, being a baseball guy, but it's kind of gone downhill too with the younger audience. Football, NBA, it's just kind of lost its grip. It used to be America's pastime, and this really caught my eye because it's just kind of a fork in the road moment where ESPN says, you know what, we don't need you. And I guess ESPN, it's just the Stephen A. Smith show now. He just kind of does everything for them. He's kind of putting the company on his back the last 5 years. It's interesting. And you got Fox Sports, Cowherd, just way more Nick Wright. The new guy, Danny Parkinson on Best Ball in the morning, he's great. They just have way more better personalities over there at Fox, even if they do let Joy Taylor sleep her way to the top. So it's funny, man. ESPN, they don't think they need baseball, but we'll see how this plays out. I think MLB, these new rule changes, the playoff baseball last year was incredible. MLB's gonna be there, so I really hate to see Sunday Night Baseball gone. Carl Ravitch was kind of the host, and now Ravi's doing Sunday Night Baseball, and that used to be appointment viewing for me, man. And they got Joe Buck there doing football. Why can't he just come in and do a little baseball? I guess he's going to do a random opening day game, Yankees Brewers this year, but that's it. I mean, Buck must have a hell of an agent to get him that deal where he only has to work football season and he gets paid big bucks for it. So They just don't have a big game announcer in baseball, and that's kind of been the downfall of things. I mean, I really am going to miss Tim Kirchin and Buster Olney, just two legends of the baseball media game. Kirchin, he used to do all these funny stat segments called Quirkgens, where it was just these quirky, weird, obscure stats. And he would just spray it on us on his Sunday Night Baseball segment, pregame, the Baseball Tonight. I mean, and I just ate that shit up. I really like Tim Kirchin, so it sucks to see him gone. No more web gyms. I'm gone. Just watching these sluggers hit piss missiles. I mean, we need that. Luckily, MLB Network, they still do their highlight show, Quick Pitch, and it's great, man. Shout out Heidi Watney. She was incredible. She was the start of it, and I don't know who the host is now, but they always get a pretty good-looking woman in there that knows baseball, and so naturally I'm going to be attracted to that show. So it's funny, man. I guess this is it. This is the last year we get of ESPN and MLB, and they've made it clear for a long time now they just don't have any interest in baseball.